Thank you so much. You can see how eager I am to speak to you. I jumped right up to the podium. So good afternoon, everybody. What a pleasure to be with you at this important moment in your lives, this transformation of society and in each of your personal journeys. Gracias a todos para la invitación y felicitaciones para todos que están graduando y la facultad están listos para decir bienvenido a su nueva vida de transformación. I'm not going to do English-Spanish all the way through, but I didn't realize this was a bilingual program, so I'll do a little bit here and there. I must say, Puerto Rico got the biggest applause. And we all know Puerto Rico is a part of the United States of America. And I was very proud to spend a summer living in Ponce, so I know it very, very well. So, good evening to all of you. Well, this is the class of 2021. A class that is going to live on in history because what you have experienced could never have been imagined, and what you will go on to do is beyond limits. I cannot think of a graduating class that could be more resilient, more resourceful, and more impressive than this one. You have lived through hell. Let's just be clear, but you have emerged stronger than ever. After a year and a half of struggles, of uncertainty, of doubt, you are emerging to graduate and be ready to take on the world. So let's take a moment to reflect on everything that you have accomplished in this great moment. In the middle of your college careers, the pandemic, unimagined before, upended everything in your lives for yourselves, your friends, and your family. At a moment's notice, everything changed. You had to stop your activities, stay at home, give up your clubs, give up your social life, put everything on pause and figure out how to live in this new world. It was a scary and uncertain time for all of us. Everything we had taken for granted in a blink of an eye was over. But we came to terms with that reality. We knew we'd have to adapt, and all of you have proven yourselves to be capable of adaptation and change, and that will put you in great stead as you move forward into the future. Your resilience and your grace defines the class of 2021. Yes, give yourselves a round of applause. People know I'm a very optimistic person. It's you that give me optimism. You who have fought on, and here you are with joy and enthusiasm, knowing that this brave new world, this strange new world, is yours to conquer. What I think I'm most optimistic about is young people. And I don't know, I can't see behind your masks how young you all are. Maybe some of you are not chronologically so young, but you're young at heart, you're young in spirit, even if so. Am I right? Okay, I do not know your ages. But I know that this generation is the kindest, the worldliest, the savviest, and the most resilient bunch that the world has ever seen, because you are capable of so much and you have proven it to the world. We're closing, we hope, a remarkable chapter in the world, in our lives. The pandemic is not over, but we're pushing through. We see hope. Our economy is rebounding. There are jobs for the making. We have some in Miami-Dade County. And today marks the beginning of a new life for all of you. You're graduating from college, you're entering this new world. I hope you're staying here. How many of you are staying here? Okay, we want you, we need you. Please stay. Now, we know that there will be more obstacles and challenges, but you have overcome the biggest that could be imagined. So you are tested. And I have confidence that you will meet each new challenge head on because you have already overcome so much in your lives. So my advice to you, because that's what I'm here to do, give advice, is that you remember how you got past these last 2 years, how you survived. Don't push it aside, forget about it, and move on. Think about what you did, how you survived. You got through it with kindness, am I right? To each other, to yourselves, because sometimes we're hardest on ourselves. So remember that kindness and take it with you wherever you go. Don't give up on kindness. It's the most important gift that we have for the world. So continue to look out for one another, to think of one another, and to be kind to yourselves. To be kind to yourselves. As you move forward, think about what motivates you. Think about what really gets you out of bed every day. Not just the alarm clock, not just you have to do, but what is it that really makes you excited each and every day? Find that purpose. It is unique to each of you, something that motivates you. And when you find that purpose and that passion, hold on to it tightly. Don't let it go, because no matter what work you do in your life, no matter your activities, leave space for that thing that motivates you, that gives you purpose each and every day. And that will propel you to new heights. So if you allow your purpose to guide you, you will end up right where you should be. So listen to your own voice, listen and follow it. It won't happen overnight. You won't all land in your dream job or have your dream family or whatever your dreams are. But if you are kind to yourself and to each other, and you are patient with yourselves and each other, you will get there. You may have some curveballs along the way, a few setbacks. We all do. I certainly have had. And at some times, indeed, you will fail. At some times, you will fail. But that's okay, because failure is a prerequisite for greatness. If you don't believe me, let's look at Abraham Lincoln, for example, our great president. We remember Abraham Lincoln as one of the most important presidents in our nation's history, but his path to success and greatness was filled with failure. When he first ran for the Illinois General Assembly in 1832, he finished 8th out of 13 candidates. He was not the top. He was not at the top. So after he lost his election, he lost his job. And the next year, in 1833, he went bankrupt. This is our past president, Abraham Lincoln. Then he ran again, had a successful campaign in 1834, and sought to be elected to Congress in 1843, and he lost again. He tried again in 1846, and he won. So he lost, he won, he lost, he won. And then he lost re-election in 1848. Gosh, I hope my success is not littered with all these election failures. But he persevered. And in 1854, he ran for the United States Senate. And can you guess what happened? He lost. He lost. But in 1856, he sought the vice presidential nomination, and he lost again. But in 1858, he ran for the Senate again, and he lost once more. Oh my goodness, are you feeling down, low? This is Abraham Lincoln, perhaps the greatest president in our history. So just to say, is it normal for people to worry if they're having these failures, do they begin to feel like their dreams are out of reach? Is that a normal reaction? Yeah, certainly. But Honest Abe had a quote that he liked. I'll share it with you. It's from Marcus Aurelius, 2,000 years ago. 2,000 years ago, this is the advice that Marcus Aurelius gave and that Abe Lincoln adhered to. He said, "The impediment to action advances action." So the impediment to action, so the thing that gets in the way of action, actually advances action. And what stands in the way becomes the way. That was from 2,000 years ago. Is it still good advice? Okay. So the critical kernel of truth is that we can use our obstacles, all of our setbacks, our challenges, each one of them as opportunities to adapt, to practice creativity, and to learn skills that we would not otherwise have. Without failure, there is little learning. So, the failures that Abraham Lincoln endured before being elected president in 1860 were not in his way, they were his way. They led to his success. And so will it be for you in your life. Your setbacks, your obstacles, each one of them will take you someplace that you can learn and grow for the rest of your life's journey. So nobody is going to go through what each of you will go through. Your own paths are unique and individual, but it will not hold you back, will it? No, I know many of you have overcome great obstacles to be with us here today and to graduate in this center. Am I right? Raise your hand if you've experienced failure in your lives. Faculty, thank you. More than one, 2 hands up. I think for all of you, for your parents and all your teachers, we all would agree that the process you underwent to get here today made you stronger than you would otherwise be. And in fact, what's got in your way, what stood in your way became the way. So today, as you get your hard-earned diploma, you are stronger because of these obstacles. So class of 2021, we could not be more proud of you, and you should be incredibly proud of yourselves. Each and every one of you is here this evening because you worked hard, you overcame odds, and you earned this degree. You earned it through your hard work, through your perseverance, and because people believed in you. Nobody can take away from you what you've accomplished. So I truly believe that all the obstacles that you've encountered in these last almost 2 years have made you stronger and will help you have a very consequential role in the history of our planet. I'm counting on it. We are all counting on you. You are kind, you are smart, you are capable, you are resilient, and you are entering the workforce at a moment when South Florida is accelerating its growth, incredible new opportunities. We're an international hub for business, finance, and technology, and you can play an integral part in shaping this community and bringing us to new heights. We're counting on you. The opportunities lie ahead. You have a community cheering for you, counting on you. We are so excited to see how you will pick up and move from here, and we count on you to make sure that we can thrive in this brave new world. Congratulations to all of our graduates and Godspeed. Gracias a todos.